One disaster after another. That is how you can sum up the year 2020 for China. The Wuhan virus is yet to slow down, but China is staring at yet another crisis. Its worst flood in decades. China says its worst in 100 years. Now, floods in China are an annual affair. They happen every year. But this time, it is far worse. So much so that China had to blast a dam. This happened on Monday. China had to demolish a dam to release the surging waters behind it. More than 30 million people have been affected. We've been reporting on the floods on this show. Tonight we have a question. You see these pictures on your screen. Is this another man-made disaster? Could this have been avoided? It's a very important question because it affects the life of nearly 500 million people. 500 million. Entire cities in China lie underwater now. The worst hit are those who live along the Yangtze River. Let me tell you about this. It is the longest river in Asia, the third longest in the world, some 6,300 kilometers long. That's the Yangtze River. The basin of this one river, Yangtze, covers about 1/5 of China's land. It is home to nearly 1/3 of China's population. China tried to tame this river. It built the world's largest hydropower project on the river Yangtze. A monstrosity that has turned into a ticking time bomb now. I'm talking about the Three Gorges Dam. It is China's biggest and it's about to collapse. Experts fear it could break in these floods. And you know what that would mean? It would mean catastrophe for 500 million people, the people who live on the Yangtze Basin. They're living in the shadow of fear. The water levels are rising to the point where the dam may not be able to sustain the pressure. It's been opening its gates to release the waters, but the pressure is not easing. The situation in China is critical, and as always, China has dismissed the concerns. Chinese officials say this dam is rock solid. It will survive the floods and rains. China's state media says the same. But the pictures tell a very different story. So here's a question again. Why is the Chinese government so keen to show that this dam is strong? Because this dam has become a matter of their credibility and pride. You see, this dam is very, very controversial. When it was pitched first, about 30 years back, there was a lot of opposition. But the government told its people and the world that the Three Gorges Dam is the one-stop solution to China's biggest problems. The government's promises were sky high. Listen to the list, the promises they made. China said the dam would generate power. It would boost irrigation. It would improve the navigability of rivers. It would protect homes from floods. Well, turns out the dam has only worsened all these problems. Far from stopping the floods, it is worsening them. On Friday, Chinese authorities issued warnings. They expect more rain, so people should brace for more pains. The Three Gorges Dam is hitting new flooding records. Last week, 3 floodgates were opened. Water levels behind those gates rose more than 50 feet above the flood zone. Associated Press has reported that the Chinese military has been called now, and they have been testing the strength of the embankments, shoring them up with sandbags and rocks. It is said that many cities, as I also said, are already flooded. On the 29th of June, the dam had discharged water in anticipation of the flood. Soon after that, downstream cities witnessed flooding. Residents in Wuhan and provinces of Anhui, Jiangxi, and Zhejiang are severely hit. On Friday, they received a red alert, and this is the highest level of alert, the red alert. Dam authorities are under scrutiny now. Why did they discharge water when they knew it would lead to flooding? Well, they say the problem is not with the discharge. They blame the floods on a poor drainage system. So as the crisis intensifies, so does the blame game. The biggest blame lies with the government in Beijing. It created a dam that is not serving its purpose. The dam designed to stop floods is causing them. More than 140 people have either died or disappeared so far, but these are only official figures. We have no way of verifying the actual numbers. And even by official estimates, 28,000 homes have been destroyed. The economic damage is now close to $12 billion. And it's not over yet.